Ajay here, and this is my team, and we have today with our product Aahar. So everyone frequent restaurants and other food places and notice a lot of food being wasted, right? And have you ever realized what happened to these surplus food and where it can be utilized? So every year, annually, around $165 billion worth of food is being wasted. That amounts to 35 million tons of food. And on the other hand, there are a lot of people that are in need of this food. Be it maybe like a charitable organization, orphanages, or it can be old age home, or students like us who can't afford to cook and pay a full price at restaurants. Okay. And so we thought, how do we connect these two ends? So in order to bridge this gap between these two ends, we came up with a solution, that is Aahar. We have an application that bridges the gap between these two, that connects these two ends. Who are our target customers? So we have two channel customers here. One is the food providers, that is restaurants and other commercial food places where we see a lot of surplus food being wasted. And another one is food consumers, that can be charitable organizations and individuals like us. So what exactly the customers are feeling the pain? So we don't know where we can find these kind of food, and if it is a restaurant, they don't know who will be willing to accept that surplus food, and since they can't find anybody to do that, they are dumping the food. Yeah. So what are the benefits of using our application? Well, first is food providers. We provide monetizing opportunity, since they are anyhow dumping the food for no cost. They can at least make some money out of it, and we reduce food wastage. Next is, since we have reduced food wastage, it results to reduce trash pickup charges. Next is, since they are giving all this food at a discounted prices, they get a tax reduction, and also we are serving the social costs as well. What are the benefits for consumers? So they can afford, who can't cook and who can't afford to eat out every day, they get good food at a very reasonable price. And then for charitable organizations like nursing home and orphanages, they can book bulk food at a subsidized price. Next is by serving social cause and donating it to needy people and charitable organizations. So next, who are our competitors? We have non-profit organizations and other competitors. So what makes our application different from these people is that we provide a direct channel that connects the food providers and the consumers. So all these applications, they collect food from these food providers. They have a repository where it is stored, and it is distributed to every other places.
The market size, there are around 5 lakh homeless people in USA, and also 1 in 7 Americans depend on food banks or soup kitchens. So they can be our non-profitable targets. And secondly, we have 60% of Americans who order food online at least once in a week, and Grubhub shows that around 1.6 million orders, there are 1.6 million transactions a week done. So they can be our potential targets. And about the cost, we'll be having the software development cost and advertising cost. And secondly, currently we do not support the delivery, and the software is free for everyone. And for the revenue, for every profitable transactions, we'll be charging 10 to 15% commission. And in the future, we are going to automate the whole process, where we'll be using few hardwares. For that also, there will be some one-time nominal cost. And we can also use the leftover foods. We can supply to the biogas plants, where we can generate biofertilizers and biogas. And we want to make this product a very smart and platform compatible. And we want to make it web application, and also we want to make it Android and iOS friendly. And in future, we want to also use the voice application systems like Alexa to make it more intelligent. And lastly, we are a team of 4 consisting of electrical and computer engineers. And Professor Rahul Chaudhary is our advisor. And thank you.
one question about your business model. Why would these food providers pay you a fee when currently they're giving it away to charitable organizations in many cases?
Not many food providers are doing that. Okay, so they're giving it for free if they're giving it for charitable organizations. But we are providing them an opportunity to monetize that. So instead of giving it for free, they can give it for a subsidized price. So yeah, and also reducing wastage charges.
It's like if you have a price right, they have abundant food which is getting expired, and they usually give it for a lesser price. But how many people are aware that there is a offer that is going on? We want to make that offer globalized so that people can reach to them and they can take that. Whoever is in need. The rest of the things can be donated to the old age homes.
Thank you.
In your model, I was looking for information on the supply chain because food obviously comes from many different parts of the country as well as parts of the world. Would you use regional warehouses? How would you distribute this?
We are just connecting. The food will remain in the restaurants, in grocery stores, everywhere it will remain as it is. The only thing is we are just sharing that information. There is this amount of food that is available to the needy people. It could be an organization or it could be an individual person who I like. If there is an offer that is going on 100%, I would like to go for it, right?
So it's just a channel that connects these two ends.
We
don't have any warehouse or repositories or anything.
Got it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.